Hello and welcome back to another episode on Fichthal the MaizePlus Experiment map. So just to show you, we have made 14,490 in milk sales today already. So we are sitting at 130,000. I did get a look at a mower that can be assembled into one piece at the rear. And I have checked also, there is a Valtra mod. It's an older tractor, but it can be used with reverse steering. So I will have a look at that, but the grass is ready, and because I don't have enough money at the moment to buy all that, because the mowers are pretty expensive and the tractor is also pretty expensive. I think I will mow this round with the setup we have at the moment. And that said, I might think about getting a self-propelled mower. Yeah, you can see the grass has regrown and it's ready for cutting. And this is our truck, and the bucket still waiting for the Merlo to take it off. Speaking of Merlo, I have went online and checked some information, and it seems like this Merlo company was established in 1911 in Italy by Giuseppe Amilcare Merlo. I probably butchered that name, but Giuseppe Amilcare Merlo. Amilcare. And yeah, they were known for blacksmithing and ironworks, and they could solve everything. And later on, the children of this Merlo, this Giuseppe guy, actually formed a group in 1964, and that's where they created this telehandler. And they were ahead of competition because they used tires of equal sizes. They had front and rear steering and stuff like that. So yeah, they were pioneers in telehandler and in managing or moving around stuff around your farm and on the fields and all that. Okay, so before I commit to cutting, let's go here and check the medium tractors. I have downloaded a Valtra, as I've said. It should have 211 horsepower at max, so this is... No, this is it. Yeah. So if we set it up, we actually don't need a front. Okay, so this looks like it has pin coupling and hitch. Is this at the rear, maybe? Yeah, that's at the rear. Okay. So in this setup, it looks like it doesn't have a rear. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be the proper one. Okay, engine setup. We can go to max. This is 55,000 more. Okay, so we're already at 135, which is more than we have at the moment. So that's a no at the moment. Okay, so you can set up the year. Oh, you have a class variant. Interesting. Okay, reverse driving again. No steering wheel, and if you put it on, you have a twin track. Beacons. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a purchase for another time. Even though it is 135 or 150,000, it's still cheaper than the base game one that you could get for... okay, this is Q series, but if we go T series, yeah, and I think that would be enough. You can get it for 200,000 if you put on reverse steering. and it already has all the attachers and what you would need for your farm work. So yeah, it's just a little bit out of our reach, and luckily we still have equipment that can take us through the mowing season. So there's no big issues here, but we do need to get this underway. And I have checked the forecast. The weather is looking like it's gonna hold up. The next rain is forecasted for the 3rd day of September, so we have 2 days to mow and pick up and make it all into silage. So put it into the into the silage bunker. And I think that's plenty. So we're gonna use today to actually mow, and the mowers are gonna be set to conditioned grass, which can be picked up for silage already. You can't pick up wet grass for silage, that won't be accepted. But the conditioned grass will be accepted, so we are going to go straight into condition because the weather was good, there was no rain. And let's turn conditioner on. Is this on? Probably on if it says that you need to press. Anyway, let's get this going and we'll sort it out if need be. And this is probably the last time we're gonna be using this setup. Okay, and the speed I'm gonna lower it to something like 15. Okay, let's go. Okay, let me fold up the rear mowers. I said let me fold up the rear mowers. And this is 2 fields done. Now for the forest, grassland, forest meadow. And we have all the grass cut, and this is the last cut of the season, I think. Because it's September now, and the grass would regrow in October, where it will be probably too late to cut, or maybe not. And you know, I'm not sure. Sometimes you can cut pretty late into the year, but sometimes you really can't. And I'm not sure how this map works, and we'll just have to see. Today is also the first day that we could put in wheat and barley. But since we are in the grassland at the moment, I'm going to postpone that a bit. I do need to also cultivate this field before I sow both fields, so yeah, maybe I can do it in the same manner that I've done before. So this field is sown and then harvested earlier than the field number 1. That's the field with the island in. So yeah, we have different approaches and none of them are, you know, right or wrong. At least I think not. So we can actually decide what we want. And I have forgotten to close the door. I was wondering why the tractor is so loud and why it's so cold inside. Yeah, so fun times. Then I think I'm gonna wait for a couple hours for the grass to dry just a little bit, and then I'm going to windrow it, and we're gonna be picking it up and making silage in the next episode. And I think I will cultivate the field number 1 today after we do this cutting thing, and we can set the course play on with the cultivator on the field number 1. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Oh, this really is a bumpy track. I have to be careful. I don't want to lose a wheel or something in that manner. Yeah, I just might do that, because I do have a lot of work with the grass, and if I can have a worker doing the cultivating while I do the windrowing, this will speed up my process immensely. Okay, and the forest meadow done. Now I do want to show you something which is a quality of life tip. I know a lot of people, a lot of players don't know about this, but you can lower and raise your implements front and back with the one button. You can set it in the keyboard's menu, and if I press one button you can see both mowers, front and rear, going down. And the front goes first and the rear goes second, and when you push the same button again, first lifts the front mower and then the back, which is nice because if you are mowing, for example, like this, and please focus on this ridge over here, and for example that I'm driving forward at, let's say, 15 kilometers per hour, and I press that button, the front mower goes down and the rear ones go approximately at the same point. So that means that you are actually starting your mowers or putting down your mowers at approximately the same spot, which makes it a lot easier to mow and a lot more realistic, because you're not dragging your mowers over the already mowed grass, which would potentially clog your mower, but definitely it would start double chopping the mower, which is not what you want if you're doing if you're gonna pick it up with forage wagon. So yeah, this is a little quality of life tip. You can find this lift all implements, I think it's called, in the keyboard bindings, or if you have a console it's probably called something different, but yeah, just so you know, you have an option of this. This really is a quality of life tip. We're almost back home and time to put on the cultivator. The road is clear, so I'm gonna take this back road. to our farm. It's a little bit of a shortcut, even though it is quite a rugged little path. But yeah, yield on that field over the river, field 136, has been amazing. It was really a thick swath when we went over it. So that field is gonna give us a lot of grass silage. The other fields were like okay, like 100% yield, but that one was around 125%. Which all depends on the soil you have underneath. Because some types of soil are naturally giving you more than other types, and you have to give them less of nutrients and everything for your crop to actually do more than expected. Okay, I seem to have forgotten to uncouple the front mower. How did that happen? Lower it down, of course. Yeah, now we're free. Okay, the front weight, and now to the Gorin's cultivator. Is heavy. Okay, so let's see if we can make this work. Okay, no, let's go to the first one. Create course. Working with is 5.6. I believe that's okay. 3 headlands. Yeah, let's keep it at 3. Let's keep it at 3, yeah. Start work on the center, headlet quarter sharp, up and down, rows skip. Okay, let's generate, and let's see what it does. Oh, so it wants to be folded up for transportation. That makes sense. Okay, so this is all the course play working. I'm not touching any controls. I'm just sitting here with my hands crossed and expecting it to work perfectly. Now let's see what it does. Is 3 headlands enough? It should be. And that's an interesting way to turn around, I must say. Okay, well, the next issue is, will it handle the island? And if I... Yeah, he went very far with this. And this is why the worker gets stuck. Yeah, this is really not recommended to be pulling your cultivator in the ground while you're turning so sharply, you might damage your tines because they're not designed to withstand lateral load, only the front load. But yeah, the animation of the soil turning is really nice in FS22. Alright, well, let's leave him work.
You touch my hand, you make it so delicate.
Alright, so let me comment what happens now. I wanna see. Okay, so far so good. He is missing a bit. Okay, that's gonna have to be fixed. But otherwise, yeah. Horseplay handled this island very well. There are some spots here and there to fix, but otherwise, good. I also want to say I have decided against selling this front loader arm, but I will store it here in the shed. It is a bit difficult to get to, but it's out of the way and we are not gonna be using it anytime soon. So yeah, it can sit here and I'm gonna use this tractor to go and windrow our fields. Fields of grass, not of gold. Green gold. Slowly, and yep. It took just a little bit too wide of a turn. Look at him go. Awesome.
Give me peace of mind. You take me on. Now I'm again. Don't know how, but now I'm healing. And it feels like you make me wanna show my feelings. I don't know how, but now I'm healing. And it feels like you make me wanna show my feelings.
Okay, so the worker has started doing the headland. And I just want to see how this sharp edges, quote unquote, behaves on the field. It looks like he has already done one lap, and this is the second, and then the third one, and it's done. So otherwise, I would say that the Horseplay has done a pretty neat job here. The only thing that is, I have to fix that little part at the island. But otherwise, this looks pretty good. So yeah, sharp edges should mean that he lifts, turns around, and continues. Get out of the way, trees. Can't see. Okay, disclaimer, I'm not sure how well the combine would fare here because it's long and it would need space to turn around, like over there. It has plenty of space over here, but on the other side there's not much. Okay, and the last headland. I wonder if it will go right out to the edge. Looks like it's picking up everything quite nicely. Now let's see, there are some trees over here. How will it manage that? Okay, that was a very neat turn, but there is a little piece left over here, so okay. Not much, you know, if you look at the whole field, it's a minuscule amount, but I really do want to have the fields like, you know, perfect. Okay, so it actually goes around smoothly, unless there's a really sharp edge or a sharp turn, then it goes lift up the implement and turns around. Okay, so that's good to know. The harvester will probably fare better this way than it has before. Okay, there's a little piece missed over there. And over here. Okay, so if you remember back when I set a course plate to plow this field, 3 headlands was not enough because it kept getting stuck on the trees. But it looks like for a wider implement and shorter implement like this cultivator, 3 headlands are enough. Okay, finished work, awesome. Yeah, of course, he's gonna fold up. Okay, well, let's go back to windrowing. While I'm on my way to the last field, the forest field, I just want to talk about a thing that I noticed and I find it very interesting. It's how you always, you know, select one way to harvest or do your fields, maybe roll the fields, maybe mow the fields. Whatever you're doing, you preferably have one way to do it. So, for example, I start on the left side of the small field right next to the farm. I start on the right side of the field over the river, and I usually start on the right side in the forest field. So I just find it interesting, nothing serious, but how our psyche works and how we tend to do things, and then we tend to get it accustomed by doing it that way. So yeah, just a funny thing. If you have similar experience or if you do something like that, please let me know in the comments. I would like to hear different experiences from you. So yeah, see you at the field. Alright, so all the fields are rowed and ready to be picked up. And we are on our way back to the farm. And I really need to wash the tractor and the windrower because they are clearly in need of that. But yeah, this was a productive episode. So before I stop this recording and end this day, I would like to show you what's happening with the cows. Because I haven't fed them in quite a while now. Because I didn't have the silage. If need be, if there's an emergency that the feed is going to be very low, I am going to buy some silage, but if I can help it, I would rather not like to do that. So okay, so this is the state of our cows. They are 100% healthy, 100% productive, and we still have plenty of straw that is not going down as fast as I expected it to do. So maybe in the winter it will go down a little bit faster. I know that in a previous iteration of the farming simulator it had gone down faster when it was winter time. We have almost 100,000 liters of slurry. And the feed is still more than halfway of the trough. So we haven't fed the cows for quite some time now. I think it's been 2 months. And at that time, the feeding trough was almost full. So if we do the silage compacting next day, so tomorrow, it will take 1 month approximately to ferment. So that means that if we are in September 1st, we should be ready feed-wise in October 1st. And that means 1 more month. I mean October 2nd, because we're gonna be compacting and putting silage in September 2nd. So that means that it is going to take 4 more days, in-game days, until the silage is ready, and then we're gonna have a marathon of feed preparation. So for that, it would be wise of me to get all the ingredients ready that I need to have in order to keep making, I don't know, 10-15 loads of silage. I don't need that much because it's 30,000 liter capacity of PMR mixer, and the feeding trough is around 540,000. So if we make, I don't know, 5 loads, that's 150,000, and that would already 416. Yeah, that would fill up the trough. So 5 loads would fill up the trough completely. And seems that we should be maybe in the need of making around 8 to 10 loads to fill our cow's trough. So we are gonna have a lot of fun with that. Okay, I'm having a little trouble with reversing this in. Okay, yeah, here we go. It's probably the last time that's gonna be used in this season, so it's good I cleaned it up and it can wait here. The mowers are probably getting replaced because I really am in want of having that Valtra tractors with rear mower setup. I think that would be very nice to have. And I do want to try how that system works with Courseplay, because it is behaving differently, because it has rear steering there in that option. So yeah, okay. With this, I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.